just like a little bit of a mental clip,
Yeah.
you know, when I'm living in
Yeah.
the world of that, there's that me that made this terrible decision and is now suffering from it.
Yeah. So just to recap, in case the people in the computer didn't hear those ones in there. So there was some land that was sold in which, when he sold it, it was misrepresented by the people buying it as to what would be used, the land would be used for. So there's a feeling most probably of being conned and taking advantage of and this. And so there's two different ways. There is that you could do like body work, and you can do work like verbal speaking, like therapy, to try and work through that, to try and undo that so it loosens its grip on you, like body work or chakra work, any like somatic work. But from a non-dual perspective, there's two ways. There is, who is the person that has regret now? Like, who are you? Right now, in this moment, who are you, Bill? It's so funny when I say the name.
But I'm just in space.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. There is looking happening. There is life happening. And then in that looking and life, images of you come up, and images of a Bill that made a mistake. But that's something that's coming and going. But what remains is that empty looking. And that is actually the home. With the other person, with the annoyance and anger towards the other person, not only have you created the Bill that made a mistake, you've also created the other person that conned you. The other person that conned you also doesn't exist. Isn't that crazy making?
What about me? More easily with him.
Well, where is he?
Well, he's.
Even when you look at his physical body, like, where is that person that made those actions? They only exist when you imagine. In the moment of it, there is body appearing, there is words appearing, and in Bill there might be anger appearing, but in the very moment of it, there is simply sensation. There isn't somebody that's conned. And this is where it's like, you are not only everything that exists in your thoughts and feelings, you're also everything that exists outside. Everything. So he is God moving, he is God conning. Yeah. From the human level, it's appropriate to heal on a somatic bodily level. But from this very moment, who is it that acts? Who is it that speaks? So Ananda Mahima, what I love about her teaching is like, she's very much in, like, Nisargadatta tends to be more like nothing, 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 not this, not that. Whereas Ananda Mahima is more in like her practice would be more like serving everything as if it's God. So when you speak to him, you're speaking to him as if he's God. That doesn't mean that you're giving away all your possessions to him. It's like an internal, like, it's easy to see the tree or the sunset or something beautiful as God, but he too is that. Because who is the creator in every instant? And it's always this movement back to emptiness. And the idea that your life would be better now if you hadn't sold it is a lie. Absolute lie. The mind lies.
It's hard for me to get it. I can get it
Yeah.
mentally, but
yeah. That's such a painful thing to be conned. Yeah. Yeah.
Started like this about
Yeah.
I think more.
That body work. Yeah, it can get really stuck in your heart. And our fear of people, you know.
Shame that it's so stupid.
Yeah. You could look at it another way, like the character is very sweet, but it assumed that he had goodwill. that there's like, that's such a beautiful thing to assume that someone has goodwill and integrity, because that's the way your character sees yourself. So there's, yeah, that's a really, yeah, it's a really beautiful aspect, but this is where we have to learn boundaries, like, but it's so, that's so sweet and innocent. And it's also the truth in the sense that everything is innocence from the absolute. Everything is innocent. Everything has that innocence. Like he is a product of everything that came before him. So his parents maybe did that, he was taught that way, he maybe has lower empathy. But the most important part is presence, is that freedom is always in the non-sinking place. Sinking comes and goes. Sinking regrets and guilts and shames and bigs and yes, this is good. So what is it that is not thinking? Thinking is an unreliable source for happiness. It can sometimes make you really ecstatic, but it can also make you the opposite as well. So what is now the non-thinking place? And it's where, like Nisargadatta would say, consciousness is meeting beingness. There is presence, this empty looking. It's right here now. It's deeply relaxing. Yeah, well, it's got like nothing to worry about. It's there when death comes. It's there prior to birth, and nothing matters in it. And this is what I love about Khaleesi, like nothing matters to her. She just like wheezes in front of everybody. She does her business in front of everyone. Oh yeah, yeah. Not my mother. Yeah. Yeah. It's like right here, right now, the freedom is always in the non-thinking place. Also the non-feeling place. Yeah. Thanks, Bill.